Good afternoon, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Book Nerd 802, and in this video, I am going to be doing yet another book haul. I have 5 new books to show you. Yesterday, I was lucky enough that my mum took me to a book fair, which is in aid of ALS. There is this guy in Malta doing a lot of work called Bjorn Formosa to help the ALS community. He is an amazing person who has the illness himself, but he is doing such a lot of work, and all the books at the book fair cost €2, and all the money supports a very important cause. So I bought 5 books, and I will be showing all of them to you in this video. The first book I found, now there were some books which, well, all of them really, I wasn't really expecting to find any of them. I did not really go with the intent of finding anything in particular, but um, all of these books I am happy to have found in hindsight. I even saw a copy of The Three Body Problem by Cixin Liu in German. I took a picture, but I did not buy that one. The first book I have to show you is this one called Nemesis by Isaac Asimov. Now, he is considered to be one of the best science fiction authors of all time, and I haven't really read much by him yet, but I will definitely be giving him a go within the next couple of months, for sure. Um, Tearing its way through space on a collision course for Earth is Nemesis, a fiery ball of destruction, a dwarf star as red as the color of blood. As far as I know, he is the guy who wrote I, Robot, which was pretty fascinating, but I did not necessarily like it much, although the concept was amazing. Circling Nemesis is Rotor, an Earth colony whose occupants have cut themselves off from the anarchy and the degeneration of an old and wasted world. For them, Rotor is a kind of ark, and Nemesis is the Flood. So that is basically what it's about. €2, honestly, fantastic. Book, very good condition overall, even though the pages are slightly yellow, but I have nothing to complain about in that regard. Next is a book by Neil Gaiman called Fragile Things. Now, I already have a copy of this, but in a different edition. You might know that my dissertation had to do with Neil Gaiman's The Sandman and American Gods and Coraline and Neil Gaiman as an author himself, and this one consists of several stories. I will be reviewing them individually, probably. Um, Basically, let me tell you a story. No, wait, one's not enough. I'll begin again. Let me tell you stories of the months of the year, of ghosts and heartbreak, of dread and desire. Let me tell you of after hours, drinking and unanswered tones, of good deeds and bad days, of breaking down and making up, of dead men walking and missing fathers, of little French ladies in Miami, of trusting wolves and how to talk to girls. I think all of these are going to be rather interesting, especially considering how I like Gaiman's writing style. It's a massive book, good condition, good price as well, and I've been meaning to add more copies of books by this guy to my collection. So whenever I find something having to do with Gaiman, I tend to purchase it basically. Next is a book by one of my favorite authors of all time, Douglas Adams. Also very lucky to have found this one, by the way. It's called The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul. I didn't really know that Adams had written so much beyond The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, but every time I go to a second-hand bookstore, I find something else by this author that I didn't even know existed, basically. When a passenger check-in desk at Terminal 2 Heathrow Airport shot up through the roof, engulfed in a ball of orange flame, the usual people try to claim responsibility. First the IRA, then the PLO and the Gas Board, even British Nuclear Fuels rushed out a statement to the effect that the situation was completely under control. that it was a 1 in a million chance, that there was hardly any radioactive leakage at all, and that the site of the explosion would make a nice location for a day out with the kids and a picnic, before finally having to admit that it wasn't actually anything to do with them at all. No rational cause could be found for the explosion, it was simply designated an act of God, but thinks Dirk gently, which god and why? What god would be hanging around Terminal 2 of Heathrow Airport trying to catch the 15.37 to Oslo? So yeah, that is basically what this is about. Another Dirk Gently novel, The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul. Um, Pretty cool cover as well, despite how simple it might come across. Same with the back of the book. Next is a book which I've been meaning to find and buy for ages, Minecraft the Island by Max Brooks. As you might know, I am a big fan of Minecraft, and whenever I find something having to do with Minecraft, I tend to buy it, especially since this one has relatively short chapters as well. It is considered to be the first ever official Minecraft novel, and this is how the description goes: washed up on a beach, the lone castaway looks around the shore. Where am I? Who am I? And why is everything made of blocks? But there isn't much time to soak up the sun. It's getting dark and there's a strange new world to explore. That's it in a nutshell, basically what happens to everybody in every single Minecraft book. That is how they are introduced to any Minecraft realm. I love the cover as well and look forward to reading this, even though it's considered a children's book. It is an official Minecraft novel by Mojang, so I am even more excited to read this than anything else having to do with Minecraft. And finally, I have a book by Agatha Christie, and I can't even read the title for you. I can only show you. This one has a title which had to be changed over the years, and it is now called Until and Then There Were None, rather than the title you can see in front of you over here. It is a very fascinating cover as well. I consider myself very lucky to have found this edition in overall a relatively good state as well. Now, I have read Agatha Christie before, and I do have the copy of And Then There Were None. In hardback edition, it actually belongs to my father. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to find this one. 190 pages of glory, basically, with a cover like this and a title like that. This is probably one of the most interesting books I have now in my collection. And basically, 10 people are invited to a fabulous mansion on. I can't even say the place, by the way. Take a look at that over there. Who in their right mind would call an island that? Very racist, but then again, this was published in 1939, as far as I know, first published in 1939. So, yeah, to a fabulous mention on the island of the coast of Devon. Though they all have something to hide, they arrive hopefully on a glorious summer evening, but soon a series of extraordinary events take place. The island is suddenly bathed in a most sinister light. Panic grips the visitors one by one by one by one. So yeah, just to show you this, um, another time. I find it to be rather hilarious, honestly, considering how much has changed within the past couple of decades. I definitely do not want to get cancelled, but I still wanted to show you this book because it's interesting to have and to have it form part of my collection as well. And I can't wait to see how many times I will come across the N word because in other editions it is censored, it is removed, and you will not come across it anywhere, let alone the title. But yeah, those were the 5 books I had to show you in today's haul, by the way. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. But before you go, let me know which one I should read first, by the way. in the comment section. See you guys.